Got a message. Hey everybody, come on in. We are cooking with Mr. Taterbuggin tonight. Everybody come on in here. If you're going to watch the replay later, post hashtag replay so we know you're here. We are cooking tonight with beef steak. We're going to make some
deer steak.
Deer steak. Yeah, we're going to do some deer steak stroganoff tonight.
Hi, Missy. Missy's here.
And we're just, hey, everybody. Yeah, come on in. Thank you for coming in.
Brianna's here and Christine.
Brianna's already here.
Yeah, there's Cindy Kane. Hey, Cindy.
CC, how you doing?
Hi, Kathy. Two Kathys, and Darlene and Judy Zeppa's here.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Judy.
I don't know if he can see the comments, y'all. He needs to start reading those comments and saying hi to y'all.
I'm trying to, but they're kind of tiny way over there.
I know.
I have to have the camera kind of far away so I can move around over here. Okay, once again tonight we're going to be cooking deer steak stroganoff, deer steak in place of beef. Now with this recipe, and it's kind of one that I have in my head, so I've got to write it down for my, oh by the way, my lovely assistant is here, Lindy.
Glenda says she's hungry.
Yeah, well I'm about to make you hungry. What we're going to do is we're going to make this stroganoff, and now you can go back and in place of the deer you can always use ground beef. You can use a flank steak cut up. What I've done is taken deer steak and cut it into small little medallions so that it'll cook kind of quickly, and also has a great taste. The deer steak has a great taste. I have that deer steak marinating right here in a gallon bag in some steak marinade. Wow, thank you. We've got over 50 here already. Glad to have you. Well, let's get started here if everybody's ready. I'm going to start with that I've got my oven already preheated. I've got it at about 385 degrees because I'm going to do some bread to go with this. What we're going to do is make some garlic butter bread. So I'm just going to take some melted butter and some garlic, mix that together, and we're just going to put that right in. I've already got this bread sliced here so that we can get that in there. We're just going to take a little brush, and let's see, I'm going to move the camera a little bit so that you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I've got the bread sliced. I'm just going to take this garlic butter and I'm going to slather that into each one of those slices.
Pat, yes I did. I sent a text out to every subscriber we have. So if you didn't get one, you haven't subscribed correctly. So please check that, because I want everybody that wants a text to be able to get one.
Tell them once again how to do that. Do you just
to be added to our text list? My number is 901-519-2666. Just send a text to that number, and you will automatically be added to my list. Hey, Carrie.
That number again is 219.
No.
What is it?
901-519-2666.
There we go.
Cindy
Just so
got her
everybody gets
text.
it.
Okay. Tiffany Friend said she loves stroganoff.
Hey, Tiffany Friend. That's a local friend of ours here.
Yes.
All right. So I've got that in there pretty good. I'm going to set this aside. Is my buddy Penny here?
I believe I saw Penny here. Rita, you need to send a text to that number again, because obviously it did not go through, because I did send a text to everybody who has signed up.
All right. I've got the bread is buttered real good. I'm going to put that in the oven, and we're going to let that heat for about 10 minutes here. That should be about right. I have a pot going here with a entire box of beef broth. It's 4 cups is what it amounts to. I've got that heated up. I am going to put...
Hey, happy birthday, Lisa. We're eating probably around 6:30, so this is Lisa James. It's her birthday.
Oh.
That's my cousin.
All right, so the beef broth, I already have that kind of heated up and going. We want to get that to a boil, so I'm going to bring that temperature on up. On my skillet, I'm going to bring the temperature on up on it. We're going to put in 4 cups of egg noodles in that beef broth.
Thank you for sprinkling, Teresa.
All right. I know you can't see that because that's kind of under the camera, but...
Oh, thank you, Terry, for that. See, I don't know how it looks on that end. I've never subscribed to one. So, y'all, Carrie said once you send the original text to the number, it will prompt you to click a link to accept messages. Then you'll be all set. So, make sure you do that. Oh, Sue made your cinnamon apple muffins last night and loved them.
Oh, good.
Dolly sent you stars.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Who was that, Dolly?
Dolly.
Thank you, Dolly. All right, so what we've done to get the noodles started, we're going to boil those in beef broth because we want that flavor, all of that flavor to go into this stroganoff. I'm going to bring that to a boil. While that's happening, we are going to start some onions here. And I'm going to put about 2 good tablespoons of butter in my skillet to start cooking these onions.
Oh, Debbie loved the cinnamon apple muffins too.
Good. Those were really good.
Those are my favorite.
All right, so I've got an onion here, and I'm just going to quarter it, and then I'm going to put it in my fancy-dancy dicer here. We want these onions diced up.
Don't forget, this is in our Amazon shop. It's linked at the top of our Taterbuggin page. So any of the utensils he uses, check that link.
That's right.
We try to put our favorites in there.
So you just pull the handle. And it dices those onions up real quickly for you. I'm sure you can probably hear that our noodles are now boiling.
Audrey says, hey, Mr. T.
Hey everybody. Because I'm busy, I don't get to see all the comments, but
I'm trying to watch them. If y'all have any questions or
that's why my
any
lovely
comments
assistant.
for him, you just let me know.
All right, so we're just going to dump these diced onions into this butter. We're going to cook those up until they're soft and tender. And
isn't that a cool thing, y'all? It just makes chopping onions or celery or whatever you're chopping so easy. And Sharon says she loves deer steak. We do too, Sharon. Hey, Kathy.
well, you're in for a treat then. I just washed my hands again, y'all, so just for those that need to know that.
I do too, Audrey. Kathy says check the bread. Don't let it cook.
Bread's on 5 minutes, so we're doing good.
Rita, try going out and coming back in. Carrie says Vanna is doing a lovely job. Thank you, Carrie.
Vanna is, isn't she? All right, we're just going to cook these onions up a bit here.
Hey, Minnie. Minnie said, hey, Mr. T.
Hey, Minnie.
Minnie sprinkling for us. Yeah, Dolly says the broth is boiling. I can see the steam.
Oh yeah, by the way, I have a little bonus treat for y'all tonight after we get this going. I'm going to show you a little sweet treat that you can treat yourself with.
And not feel so guilty about it.
and not feel so guilty about it.
Nancy said she made your asparagus dish a few nights ago, and hubby, and she loved it.
That's great. That's great. I'll tell you, that's a delicious way. If you've never liked asparagus, you probably will like that.
And he used egg noodles.
Yes, we're using egg noodles, and we're boiling those once again in beef broth. And the beef broth will begin to evaporate a little bit, but we're going to use that to make some gravy for the stroganoff. So I'm going to put a lid on this so we don't lose all of that.
Sarah, that sounds good. They had chicken piccata tonight.
Yum.
Fancy.
Very. All right, I'm going to bring the heat up a little bit on these onions. Get those cooking.
Tanya made the asparagus for her husband last Saturday, and he loved it too.
Good.
We got another Penny here saying hello to you.
Penny number 2.
Penny number 2. Brianna, we have posted it. It should be posted right after his, was that last Thursday night that you made the asparagus with the deer? Yeah, with the deer steak.
Yeah.
I think. So if you go back, or listen, you can go to YouTube, and I made a playlist of all of his cooking videos. You'll find it very easily there. And y'all, if you can, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel over on YouTube. It's Taterbuggin.
Yes, please. Like and subscribe there on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be great. Hit that little notification bell, and you'll get notified every time we upload a video. Like, between the time I was live today and this one, I had time to upload this afternoon's video to our YouTube, so it's already there.
All right, these onions are beginning to clear a little bit. We're going to salt and pepper those.
Penny, I don't know why it keeps doing that to you. I know that's aggravating.
Just a little salt and pepper kind of to taste.
But while he's doing that, I'll tell y'all, I am working on recipe pages for y'all of everything he's done so far, so you'll be able to put together a little cookbook of his recipes.
All right, I'm going to...
Oh, thank you, Cindy. There's the link. Cindy dropped the link to our YouTube channel.
Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for doing that. Y'all check out all the videos that we have over there on YouTube. And like I said, while you're there, if you don't mind, please like and subscribe to our pages there.
Hey, there's Gail Chandler.
Gail, you got to wait to get to YouTube.
Yeah, it'll be right afterwards. I try to do them as soon as I can after I get done with the live.
All right, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic to these onions.
Oh, good, Marcia. I'm glad you finally caught us live. Cecile, most of the time we actually do know. Y'all have kept him really busy lately, so it's kind of been hit or miss, but that's okay. Cecile wanted to know, do y'all eat as good on the other days of the week as Thursday night?
Well,
we had the white beans and ham and cornbread last night.
Last
It was
night I
wonderful.
made one of those good cornbreads last night. That was really tasty.
Dolly, yeah, and but we don't have enough subscribers yet. We have to have at least 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to be able to do that. So that's why we're trying to grow it over there. I want, if anything ever happens here, I want y'all to be able to access it, our videos elsewhere. So that's why I want to make everybody aware that we do have that channel, and you don't ever have to miss us. Because you know, Monday,
Can y'all see the skillet?
we weren't connected, so. Hi, Rhonda from Michigan.
I kind of have to cut my head off for y'all to see the skillet, but
Oh, Debbie, did you like Aunt Frances spaghetti? I know that's making her happy in heaven right
yes,
now.
it is. She's smiling down there.
Oh, and Penny just subscribed to our channel. Thank you, thank you.
All right, bread is ready. So we're going to take that out of the oven because I don't want to overcook that. Ooh, that's going to be good.
Oh, that looks so
Look
good.
at that.
Oh, yum.
All right, I'm just going to set that right there. Now.
Penny says, we still see your pretty face.
All right.
That's all right, Bertha. That's okay. Oh, Kathy, I'll be happy to post one. That's sweet. She said she'd love to see a wedding picture of us. I will post one for y'all.
We were just kids.
We were. Deborah she and her hubby are watching from Vermont.
Wow, all right. I'm going to take these onions out of the skillet now and just set these aside into a separate little bowl. And we'll bring those back into play here in just a little bit. Let me get as much of that out of there as I can.
Hi, Dolores.
All right, so we're just going to set those aside for a bit.
That's my problem too, Sarah. I know, I love bread so much. Yes, they're going to set aside. There you go, Penny. Penny picked the wrong time to have to go switch devices.
All right, so just with the hot skillet, we're going to put just a little bit, maybe a half a tablespoon of EVOO in there. And we're going to start with the meat here. And what we're going to do, this meat is in a marinade. So, and because it's wet, we won't need anything else. But what we're going to do is we're going to dredge this in a little bit of flour. And we're going to put it right in that skillet. I'm going to put a few of these pieces in here at a time so that they can get covered and go into the skillet.
Susan, that's okay. Better late than never. Amanda did a drive-by hello. I bet she's getting ready for her live tonight. She's going to be live at 7:30.
Yeah, I bet she's.
And Lisa will be live from the Turquoise Valentine at 7:30. So y'all, I'm gonna have 2 devices going. Southern Vintage Live will be. I'll have 3 actually, I guess, because Southern Vintage will go live at 7.
Is Amanda Maid on tonight?
That's what. Amanda Maid's on at 7:30.
All right, we're just dredging these little medallions of deer steak in a little bit of flour, and we're going to cook those in a little bit of oil.
Oh, gotta read this comment. Oh, and she's in our group at 6 o'clock. Oh, okay, yeah. So you got to get scooting. Debbie said, I'm sitting here watching, thinking how excited I was when I saw Mr. T had written on my invoice. And then went absolutely crazy when I saw that Lindy wrote a little note too. Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh,
Debbie.
really?
Okay, now Deborah asked a good question. She wants to know what your marinade is made with.
The marinade is, I think I had that, didn't we? We used that
We did.
marinade. It's in one of our videos, but it's olive oil, it's Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, a little bit of Italian dressing.
Oh, okay. You're looking at me like
that would not come out.
I did not know.
That would not come out. And then it's got garlic and pepper and salt and onion powder, a little bit of chili powder chili pepper in there. Excuse me a minute.
Colleen, I'm so glad you're here, y'all. Colleen broke her wrist. She's my 4th friend. 4th to break their wrist recently. I cannot believe it. Oh, Sharon, I love it so much. He loves to cook, and he took over our cooking when he retired last November, and I love it. Oh, and Robin's watching from Maine.
Wow. Welcome. All right, we're going to let that, all these meats begin to cook a little bit here. And looks like I'm gonna have to add a little bit of oil. This deer is so very lean. There's not much grease, fat, or anything in that. So it has to be kind of
Deanna, I know.
pushed along.
I just realized I'm probably still mispronouncing your name. You said it's like Brian, so it'd be Brianna. I'm so sorry.
It's Brianna.
I believe that's what she said in my live earlier.
All right.
Hey, Joy, she said we had lots of moose meat when we lived in Alaska, and it was great. I've never tried moose meat.
Bear with me here just a minute.
Yeah, I think I've only... We just have deer around here.
Yeah, there's no moose around here.
Not at all, Vicki. She was just asking if this deer meat isn't strong flavored. I love it better than beef now. It's so tasty and it's so very tender.
Now, a lot of people have the misconception that deer meat is strong. It can be, and once again, I'll tell you the tip on deer meat for those of you that don't know. I don't know if you know it or not, but a butcher washes beef several times to get the blood out of the meat. And that's what you have to do with deer meat. You have to rinse it, just rinse it in cold water and rinse that blood out of it, and it takes that really strong taste out of there. All right, we are cooking along here. And I am gonna need...
I wonder why that is, Brianna. I didn't know that. She said after a transplant, you can't eat deer. I did not know that.
It's very lean and has a lot of iron in it. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I learn something new every time I sit here with y'all and watch him cook. Susan says, and soak it in milk.
Yeah, you can soak it in milk. A lot of people soak it in milk. A lot of people will soak it in 7-Up, Coca-Cola.
You just marinate yours, right?
I just marinate it, and that takes care of it. I'm just flipping these little medallions of meat. First thing you don't want to do with deer meat is let it overcook. It's dark meat, so it cooks. Again, being so lean, it cooks kind of quickly, and it's hard to tell when it's done. It's just kind of one of those things that you learn.
Vicki, we found out we had 2 different processors. The first processor, I was not crazy about the deer sausage. The one we use now, we love the deer sausage. It's actually my favorite. So I think a lot depends on your meat processor.
Well, it does, because it's they put the seasonings, the sages, and all of that in there for the sausage, and even with the just beef, they put not beef, burger. They put some beef fat in there with it, and too much, too little really changes the taste.
We do love the processor he uses now. Elisa wants to know how long you marinate the meat.
You want to marinate it at least an hour. You can marinate it up to 5 hours or so. All right, these are going to come off, and we're going to put another batch in. Again, these little pieces cook very quickly, and you don't want to overcook. Plus, we're going to put it back into the skillet here, and it's going to cook a little bit more. So bear with me here while I get the rest of this in there. I need a little more oil.
Oh, Gail, I know. something like that happened and it kind of spoils it for you, but I wish you could come taste some of this and see what you thought about this. I will say definitely it does not have a strong flavor at all.
No, it has a very good flavor to it. Oop, get back in there.
Yeah, like I said, I prefer it over beef now.
Now we're doing two things here. With this, these pieces being marinated and then dredged in this flour, we're putting a little flour and a little brown crumblies in this skillet that we're going to use here in just a minute to make a little gravy.
I bet you do, Janet. I've never tasted elk.
Elk is.
She's in Oregon, so they do elk up there.
All right.
Oh, Susan, the tenderloin. Oh, don't even get me started. I'm ruined because it is the most, it's like butter. It is so tender. I love deer tenderloin. It is so good. And Vicki says, I'd like a lot of onion and mushrooms with mine.
Well, we're going to have a little bit of both in this.
Oh, Rose grinds her own venison and does the whole, adds the stuff for the sausage. And
I used to do that, you know.
Yeah, he did.
It just easier for me, as much as we put in the freezer, to take it to a processor with all that we have. I don't mean to leave you all in silence here. I'm just trying to get this in there and get it done as quickly as I can for you. Our noodles are just about done.
Yeah, we're about to need some more too, Carol. We're glad season has started because we've been eating deer all year long. We love it. But his brother hunts deer too. But his wife doesn't eat deer meat, so we get a lot of his too. So we're really lucky out.
We're lucky I'll get one this weekend.
I just can't see them. That's my rule.
Yeah, that's our rule.
He knows I can't see them. They're so pretty. They taste real good, but they're so pretty I could never kill one. We'd be vegetarians if it was up to me. Oh, I think so too, Rhonda. We love it.
All right, let me see about these noodles here. Oh,
Hey, there's Norma Rubio.
well, I haven't seen her in a little while.
Miss you, Norma. Okay, Nancy wants to know what brand of fry pan you have.
That is it's a stoneware. I don't know the brand, honestly. It's just it's stoneware.
We found it at Home Goods. Your cousin Sheila is here.
Sheila is. Hey.
She said, hey, cuz. Okay, Vicki, I understand. How are you doing, Sheila?
Cousin Sheila's in
the kitchen with
Yeah, she lives in Omaha, Nebraska.
you. That's right. Oh, Norma said she missed us.
Yeah. All right. So this is cooking up pretty good here. I'm going to try to turn these pieces real quickly. This is a chore in itself, turning all these little pieces.
Here's our Pete.
Stand back. I'm going to flip the skillet.
That's why he's down there. He's go on and flip them, Dad. I know what happens sometimes.
That's what he wants. I know what he wants.
Oh, that is so sad, Gail. I hate that.
What is it?
The fires there in California are killing all their wildlife. It's so sad.
Yeah, I've heard that it was doing that.
Oh. Kathy said that I remind her of herself. She said, I was eating a tuna fish sandwich once about 20 years ago. I looked up at my husband's fish tank and couldn't finish my sandwich. I've not eaten a bite of fish since then. Now, I can catch and eat a fish.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the difference, but I can fish. I bait my own hook. I'll
This
take it
girl
off
baits
the
her
hook.
own hook, y'all.
I love to fish. I'll clean them and cook them, and
She might be a city girl, but she
I love fishing. Brianna, Gerald, how far are we from Gatlinburg? I know it's 8 hours, but
gosh,
you know,
that's
we're on the other end.
over 700 miles.
Yeah, we're a long way. We're as far west as you can go in Tennessee.
And Gatlinburg's as far east as you can go in
Yeah,
Tennessee.
pretty much so, yeah.
Yep.
It's a long, narrow state. Uh-oh, shenanigans are starting in the den. You can't do it, Susan. Oh. Give me a cricket and a cane pole. Give me a basket of crickets and a cane pole and a pond filled with brim. I'm one happy person. Oh, well, Rose. Bo and Sarge are playing bitey face in the den. Oh, hey, Beth. I'm so glad you made it. Dolly, did you? Oh, see, he used to ask me to go sit in the deer stand with him. And I told him, this was back, you know, we're young marrieds and all that. He said, you could go sit in the deer stand with me. And I told him, I said, if I sit in the deer stand with you and I see deer, I'm going to yell, run! And he never invited me back.
Yeah, that was the last offer I made on that one.
He knows I would do it. Oh, yep. Lana, I am like 45 minutes from there. My best friend lives in Yazoo. If you know where the Bridgetown subdivision is, where the lake, she lives right up in there. So I was just down there last Friday.
All right, we're almost done with this, making this mess. Lindy loves the messes that I make. I try to help clean it up, but.
Oh, that's great, Mary. Her son got his first deer last year.
Oh, yay. It was a big deal for me the first time I took my son Chris and he got his first deer. That was a big deal. All right, these are coming off. And then we got one other little small batch that we're going to do, and then we can move on. Thank y'all for being patient with that. Once again, we're going to do a little extra oil this time because we need to get these done, and then we need to...
Okay, now listen to this. Cindy Kane said, in 1997, when we lived near Jackson Hole, Wyoming, my part-time job was picking worms. Yes, pouring water solution on the lawn and then grabbing worms as fast as I could. I took the worms to the fish shop so they could sell them to fishermen. Now that is an interesting job, Cindy. What do you do? I'm a worm picker. I pick worms.
I pick worms.
Oh, Libby, I'm going to go unlock the door right now.
All right, y'all, bear with me here a minute. Let me kind of...
Dolly wants to know if you're setting them aside.
I'm setting the cooked ones aside, yes.
Oh, Vanetta, I'm sorry. Oh. Well, that sounds good too, Beth.
All right, I'm trying to...
You clean as you go, huh?
a little bit. Because I'm making quite a mess here.
Yeah, that sounds good, Lana. We love that too. Right, Penny? Cindy wins the award for the zaniest job ever.
Yep.
Yeah, Janice, now I have picked worms to fish with, but I've never had an actual job of being a worm picker. Oh.
They make a prod that they stick in the ground sometimes and makes the worms come up out of the ground, and you got to grab them real quick.
Penny said you set so much aside she's having to go refill.
Okay. All right, so these are cooking. I'm going to put some mushrooms in because those need to start cooking. And we're going to just kind of stir those mushrooms in there.
They're saying they can smell it right now.
Yeah, that's going to have a good flavor there. We're going to get our onions, and they're going to go back in.
Uh-oh, you lost Randy when you put the mushrooms in it.
Sorry.
I'm not crazy about them either. I'll probably pick the mushrooms out, but I don't mind the flavor of them. I just can't deal with the texture most of the time.
All right, so we're just going to get all of this right here cooking together, kind of mix that in. And all right.
Hey, Felicia.
While that's cooking, we are going to
Brianna doesn't like mushrooms either.
no, she doesn't. All right, we're going to add about 2 good tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce.
Rhonda, they're probably going to get some of it, yeah. They sure. She was asking if my folks were going to get some. They'll get, this is going to make, I think, such a big batch that we're going to have to take some over there to them, too.
It's going to make a big batch now. It certainly will.
We just forgot to tell them about it, so they've probably already eaten supper, so they'll get some tomorrow. I love that y'all always check on our folks next door. Oh, Penny likes our spoon rest. I got that at Hobby Lobby last year. There's Betty Sargent. She finally made it.
Good.
Our sweet Betty hadn't been feeling very good. Yeah, mail you some.
All right, at this point, we're going to go ahead and put all this meat back in here.
Chris loved to hunt, but his work schedule does not go well with, the hunting. He has to work on weekends, and our oldest moved out to Colorado. He did hunt for a while, but I don't think it was Josh's thing as much as Chris.
It was not, it was more Chris's.
Chris really loved it. He got deer, he got a turkey. He's an amazing shot.
All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take this whole pot of noodles that still has the beef broth in there, and we're going to pour that whole thing in there.
That is a lot of food.
All right?
Betty's telling Brianna she's still waiting on her chicken pot pie, so don't get all carried away thinking we're going to be mailing anything. Betty, one day he's going to show up in Arkansas on your porch with some chicken pot pie.
Yep.
Debbie, we love it reheated. Don't you think? She was asking, does it reheat well?
The chicken pot pie?
No, the deer.
Oh, this? Yes, this would. Yes, this will go a long ways.
Yeah, we definitely reheat it. It doesn't go to waste around here, and our son loves it.
How we doing? Everybody staying with me here? I don't have as big a crowd tonight. Where is everybody?
I know.
119. Y'all call in the friends. All right, this is cooking up.
It's quality, not quantity, right?
That's it.
Oh, Betty. She said she'd let you come right on in.
She's a sweetheart. Okay, so now we're at a point where we got to do a little adding. First of all, we need a little more garlic in that.
Hey, Debbie, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, they're missing out, aren't they, Libby? Yeah.
Now we're going to add This is what's going to amount to about a half a cup of sour cream. And then we're going to add to
Dolores,
that.
that's fine. Okay, Norma said, what could we sub for mushrooms if we don't do mushrooms?
I would just delete the mushrooms.
Yeah, I just omit them. I'd leave them out.
Just if you don't like the mushrooms, don't do them. Don't do them. All right, we got sour cream in there. Again, about a half a cup.
I think you'd like it. Well, you know, like we were talking about, Janice, our processor does a really great job with the deer meat. We love it.
All right, we're just doing a good mix here.
They're back to playing in the den if y'all hear those crazy noises.
Now the oven's still warm, so I'm going to put my bread back in there just so it doesn't get cold. It's a little early start on that, I think. Got that mixed pretty well.
You can absolutely do that, Felicia. Yeah, that's what I was saying this morning. You do not have to do this with venison. You can absolutely use chicken or beef.
You can use ground beef, you can use beef steak, you can use like an inexpensive flank steak.
Hey, Brenda, that sounds like a deal. Let's do that. We'll just have a party. Oh, Dolores said, can I have that cute tater come cook for me? I don't know.
She doesn't give me up very often.
I don't share it very easily.
All right, what I have added,
I do share it with y'all, though.
and I've got to wash my hands again because I had my hands in the cream, but what I have added is about 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. And we're
Robin,
gonna-
ours is never gamey. I hate that that's the experience you've had with it. Oh, yeah, fried taters would be so good with that. Looks so yummy, Patty said.
Yeah. All right, what we're going to do is incorporate this cream cheese so that it melts in there. And
Rent him out. That's right, we're a package deal, Susan. Oh, look, Vanetta said I went to the grocery store this morning. I swear I saw Mr. Taterbuggin look alike, and I had to look twice to make sure it wasn't him.
I'm afraid there's only one of me. And the world's happier about it, I think.
No, the world needs more Mr. Taterbuggin. Am I right, y'all? Well, now Brenda had said, now Brenda told me, she said, let me get back up to her original, because you were cooking. She said, you need to come to Southeast Kansas and fix some of your wonderful food. I'll have a party and invite Marty Carpino and Brenda, his wife. Then we can all visit.
So, if I come to Kansas, do I get to go deer hunting up there?
I bet.
All right, I'm just going to keep stirring this until we get that cream cheese melted all the way through it.
Penny, that's a deal. That's a deal.
What did she say?
She said, G can cook and you can do my hair.
Yeah.
Y'all, I will tell y'all, I haven't told y'all yet, but they've asked me to do one next Friday. So y'all don't have to watch it again, but I told them I would do one more. But it's scheduled for next Friday. I'll probably tame my bedhead this time. Oh, that's cute. Dolly said, I have my plate out. If I hold it to my computer, will you fill it for me?
All right, while that's melting down, let me get a little stuff off the counter here.
Oh, Kathy, I'm so glad you love it. Yay. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh, that's true, Anna. So true. Bald Knob, Arkansas, Patty. Yeah, she said they see deer all the time on their land. We love Arkansas.
Bald Knob. Yep.
Love it.
That's not a long ways from here.
No. Ooh, Robin said from the Maine we have bear and moose.
Yup. Okay.
Oh, Marilyn, you're so sweet. She said hi from, and now that's Minnesota, right? You can both come to my house anytime. We have 25 acres. Mr. T can hunt for deer too. How about that?
That's great.
Oh, really, Brenda? She said, sorry, we don't have licenses for non-residents in Kansas.
That's true.
Oh, you knew that, huh?
Takes a special permit for an out-of-state to hunt up there. Yes, it does. All right, so this is about done, although it's...
Oh, Felicia. I know, I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
It is a little bit dry. I'm going to add a little bit of...
Norma, you probably could, and there's enough for all 112 of them right now. Oh, look at that skillet full of food. Oh, Amanda, you'll have to let us know if you like it.
All right, I'm just adding a little bit of water because I don't want this to be too dry.
Uh-oh, Bo's coughing.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
You drank too much water. That sounds like a bull moose. All right, so this is ready to go. I'm going to turn the heat down on it a little bit.
There we go. He's okay. He drinks too fast. He drinks a whole lot of water too fast, and I have to. No, you see to my bow.
He's all right. He'll be all right.
I just have to rub his throat. He's all right, sorry. Your brother's okay.
All right, so that's a little bit of plating there. Hang on just a minute.
Maureen wants to know if you can use milk instead of water.
You could, yes.
Thank you, Brianna. The oven's off. It's just keeping the bread warm right now. She was worried you were burning the bread.
Nope. Where is...
Yeah, we do too, Deb. Thank you so much. He'll get to drinking too much too fast,
Sarge.
so I just kind of,
Sarge.
Is he trying to help you?
Sarge. Come on, buddy.
Okay. So what, buddy?
Where is...
It smells good, y'all.
Y'all, I'm sorry. Hang on just a minute here.
Yeah, Joyce, I know. I couldn't do it. Any sweet, Carrie. If either of us ever squat down to look for something, his face is right there.
Yeah. All right.
Is that what it's called, Deb? Reverse breathing? I need to look that up. That's interesting. I don't know why I always think I need to rub his neck or under his chin. I guess I think it soothes him or something. Maybe it doesn't help. What am I supposed to do when he does that? Now my hands are dirty, so you're gonna have to do the eating till I can wash my hands.
Okay, I think it needs a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper.
I like a lot of pepper on my stroganoff.
So, there we are. And that's a meal in itself. I say that. Let's see if it is. Let's see if it is.
Say it.
Ooh, darn. Ooh, that is really good. And that steak is so tender. Mmm.
Yeah, that salt and pepper meal is in our Amazon list too, Felicia. We love them.
I'm gonna give you a little bite.
Oh, thank you. Mmm. Oh.
Taste how tender that
Oh, darn. Mmm.
that deer steak is so tender.
It is so tender, y'all. Mmm.
Mmm.
Oh, that's so good.
And we got a little toasted garlic bread. Mmm. Yum. All right. We're running out of time.
Minnie, he made deer steak stroganoff tonight.
All right. I did again. Fresh towel.
Oh, wait. Penny said, I just saw that Jell-O packet. Is that a clue? Ah, Penny saw it!
Man, y'all are pretty observant. All right, here we go.
Betty,
Just for
you're
you.
so funny.
I don't know if anybody knows this trick or has ever tried it before.
Now, you give credit to Jeff and Jane Scola.
Jeff and Jane Scola told us about this.
We were at a dinner party at their house. They're precious, wonderful friends of ours. And they had this, and Gerald could not quit eating them. Well, none of us could, really. So
Wendy couldn't either.
No, we couldn't. They're so good.
All right. So these are seedless red grapes, just dinner grapes. If you take those,
Dinner grapes?
they call them dinner grapes.
Really?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Dinner table grapes.
Judy, I'm going to get that name for you.
All right.
Jello shots. No, we're not having Jello shots.
No, not Jello shots. Y'all stop. Penny? All right.
No, Penny didn't say it. Donna said that.
I'm taking this package out because it's open before I show you this box. This is Jell-O strawberry gelatin. All right? And you take grapes that you have washed, and I've washed these off real good. They'll be wet, leave them wet, and sprinkle them real heavily with this gelatin mix, and stir them up and shuffle them again. Now, let me warn you, your hands will turn red.
Yeah, I came home earlier from taking my mom to the beauty shop, and he looked like he had lipstick on. And I was like, dude, what are you not telling me?
So, this is just a little special kind of a treat that you can give yourself, give the kids, they'll love them.
Or have it at a dinner party. They're just great to nibble on.
First of all, I'm gonna use a spoon.
Oops.
Okay, oops.
Oops. Good save.
All right.
Penny.
So anyway, so we just sprinkle those, and that is new dern.
That's a new darn. He loves those things. I love them too, but he loves them.
It's just a great, quick little, I don't know, have y'all ever heard of this before? Has anybody ever heard of this before? What you can do also, these are red grapes, you use strawberry on it. But if you have white grapes, you can use lime gelatin on those, same way. And
Penny said, oh my Lord, I gotta try that.
everybody's got to try this. This is a great,
Hey, Lindy Milligan.
I mean, yes, it's got a lot of sugar in it.
But do we care around here apparently? All bets are off in our kitchen.
But they're grapes. I say the grape offsets the sugar.
Carb, sugar, whatever.
Mm.
Oh, Debbie said she freezes them and does it. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I just like them really fresh, cold out of the
Everybody says-
refrigerator, wash them off, and sprinkle that on there real heavily,
They see
and you will love it. And your fingers will turn red, and your lips will turn red. But it's
Ada,
really,
of course, we did not use sugar-free, but I bet you could use sugar-free Jell-O.
I bet you could.
I bet it'd be just as good.
But it
I
is-
can't do the sugar-free because it messes up my stomach because I
I
got
don't
off
think
of
that's,
all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, we've had you for an hour now. We probably need to let you go. We've had a big time here. I hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you've taken some notes.
I'll be sure to. I'll get this typed up out of his head.
we'll post this recipe up for you.
And I am trying to work real hard on the recipe pages for y'all. So hang in there. I've just been kind of busy.
I thank you for your support watching me goof around here in the kitchen.
Cindy, I bet cherry jello would be good too.
Probably so.
Yeah.
I've only tried the strawberry because that's what they were telling us about.
Penny says she doesn't think the sugar-free will work. It doesn't have the same texture. Huh?
Yeah, it's kind of powdery, isn't it?
Oh, and sugar-free will make you eat more, and grapes are full of sugar. So if you're diabetic, this probably is not a good idea for you.
Well, I guess I'm not because I love them.
Oh, Janice, that's so sweet. She says her sister says we sound like so much fun.
Well, thank you all for watching us tonight. Make sure and like us here. Go to our YouTube after. We'll get this posted. Lindy will get this posted to YouTube probably by tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll try to do it tonight, y'all.
We'll get the recipe out. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you for your support. Go to our store. It's Taterbuggin at myshopify.com.
He's almost caught up, y'all, so we got to get him busy again.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that goes. Thanks again. We'll see you. I'll see you next week. Lindy will see you Sunday
We
at
love
4
y'all.
o'clock. Love you. Bye-bye.